Hey guys, welcome to another Trade Genius podcast. Bob and Phil here. As always, guys, we have a sector for you that is going to explode both literally and figuratively. What are we talking about? We're going to tell you exactly what it is. Let's dive in.
Trade Genius.
All right, Bob. So what's exploding?
Well, I was going to talk about the VIX, in January this morning had the slide already, and then the news came out that Iran, through the Houthis, have actually attacked an oil tanker for the first time and caused a fire. This oil tanker was shipping crude oil to India to convert into gasoline and send it back to Israel. And it's damaged, not sure how much the damage is, but that's really irrelevant. And as you know, we've been long the shipping companies long term in our portfolio as soon as October 7th showed up. Now I think everybody else is starting to figure this out. And when the algos come back to work on Tuesday, I think you're going to see some of these shipping companies just go absolutely ballistic. I have a chart it's a general shipping chart, if you could throw that one up there, just to show you the move that is coming up off of since October. So people are making money in these shipping companies again. And look, we owned a company that was wildly successful because of the COVID restrictions. They got big tanker rates. Their stock went from $6 to $80, and then it blew back up all the way down to $7. And it's ZIM. And I told people, I said, this thing's going to double. They're going to make money again fourth quarter. And then when this hit with the war is that this thing's already up 50% in the last 2 weeks. I think it's going to go much higher. And that's just typical of the shippers. And I want to show you two charts that I think haven't really made a big enough run yet. I think there's another 10 or 20% move in these. And that's conservative. You know what happens? Last time they did this, Phil, the shipping companies, went up 200, 300, 400%. So we may get one of these secular moves like they did with AI, crowd into something that cash flows are going to expand greatly. And so I have a couple charts here. I'll show those and I'll throw it back to you. So the first one to show you is FRO. I believe it's Frontline. And I did an ABCD on this thing. And also I did a fib poll that you can't see, but both of them in extensions take us to about $25. And this came out on Friday at about 22, making higher lows, beautiful channel. And I think it's going to run to the top of that channel and bisect an ABCD move and a fib move because their rates are going to go sky high to ship oil. And the other tanker, these are VLCC tankers, so these are the big boys moving oil. And the next one is TK. Hey buddy, it's Bob with Trade Genius. Hey, it is holiday season and our holiday specials are running right now. Just promo code HOLIDAY. You already blew it. You missed the Black Friday specials, but this is your second chance to take advantage of some of the best pricing that we do for the year. Check us out, tradelikeagenius.com, tradegenius.co, tradegeniusacademy.com. All roads lead to Trade Genius. Check us out, and the specials run till Christmas Day, so don't forget to take advantage of it. Incredible deals. Thanks for listening. And TK is painting out this is a classic inverted head and shoulder where you have the right shoulder, it's leaning towards the right, and it's been on an upward trajectory, and it's going to pop there too. And it's too far away for me to see the actual number, Phil. If you could read that out to me, I'd
$9.63, I think, is the target you have there. We're currently trading at about $7.80.
Yeah, so it's another beautiful move there. And the Scorpio tankers already ran up $12, but it's closing in all-time highs. That thing could go sky high too because they don't pay big dividends. TK and Frontline pay, I think, bigger dividend percentages, but a lot of these guys that we own all pay dividends 10, 12%. I have FLNG, I have GSL, I have SBLK, I have ZIM, and I have one more that I can't remember off the top of my head. So those are the tankers those are the shippers that I own. I own kind of a basket of all of them, mostly for cash flow purposes, but man, they've been popping. Oh, TRMD, I also own Torm, and that just ripped as well. So Phil, what's your thoughts on this? What's happening in the Middle East is it's like slow motion Armageddon.
Yeah, I mean it is, and I think with Yemen said that nobody's going to be able to traverse the Red Sea route except for Russian oil, and that's going to create, I think, some supply chain issues potentially. So I mean, the thesis I think spot on, and I think these charts look really ripe for breaking out to higher as you've noted here. So you can't really argue with it. I think I definitely definitely wouldn't want to be short this sector. And, this conflict, where's the end? It doesn't seem like it's anytime soon. So I think you're going to have persistent pressure on the charts to go up over the course of the next few months.
Yeah, the other thing too is that if they start banging on these oil tankers, the price of oil is going to go up too. So, so we're going to get a twofer because we're long oil also, and I think it's going to be really interesting. So you never know when the baseball bat's going to come out and hit the economy, and this one's going to be interesting. And what's really fascinating, Phil, is the Red Sea is a choke point there between Yemen and Eritrea. Suez Canal's having issues. That's a choke point. Panama Canal's having drought issues. That's a choke point. There's one other choke point out there. Well, actually, there's two others. One of them between China and Taiwan. China could cause mischief there. And the other one's the Malacca Straits, where Singapore and Indonesia is. So that one, so far, so good. But these things could get real dicey for the world economy. Globalization is going to collapse. We've been telling you guys that for a while. What's really interesting about all this is that Europe and Asia are the ones that are going to suffer. And it's going to be Canada, the United States, and Mexico are going to be the big beneficiaries of, and South America too, of all this, because supply chains sourcing is going to have to change. There's a big ocean here between North America and Asia and Europe where there's no choke points. And, we have 14 aircraft carriers that can protect our interests moving stuff from basically East Asia to the United States and then from the United States to Western Europe. So people are going to say, you know what, those straits are too much of a bother for me. We're going to go the long way around. And that's just going to benefit the United States. That's why, if you notice, the coalition broke down. France, Spain, and Italy said, well, we're just going to have to run on our own or run through NATO. We're not going to follow the United States. Probably because the United States are like lackadaisical about this. Hey, we're going to blow up your ships. Okay. Oh, that means the stuff has to come from the United States now. Huh. Okay. Well, I hope you don't do that. Then Europe's sitting there going, man, we're screwed, blued, and tattooed. So.
Yeah, very interesting points. I think this is a great sector pick here, Bob. Thanks for sharing that with us. Guys, let us know what you think on Bob's picks here. And also, please hit like and subscribe and smash that notification bell. Really helps out the channel so we can keep giving you this content. Also, check out our specials over at tradegenius.co if you want to have help navigating these markets as crazy as they have been and volatility should continue. Check out our specials over at tradegenius.co or tradelikeagenius.com. We'd love to see you guys in the room. Guys, have an awesome weekend. We will see you on the other side of the holiday. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Trade Genius.